Hey guys, I'm David Burns. I'm pumped and excited today to be in my new apiary, kind of moving all my hives out here away from the house. We have a lot of activities with our grandchildren and too many hives around the house. So we're moving the apiary down here. Today we're going to jump into a couple of hives. We're going to look at one hive in particular that's very hot. I moved the hot queen down here and I need you guys to help me make a decision. So be sure and leave a comment coming up. Also, we're going to take a look at another split to see if they have raised a queen. We're gonna have to be very careful. That part of the video is gonna be so important for you guys that are dealing with your splits, raising new queens. I'm gonna show you how to carefully look for the queen. If she's not mated yet, she could be a virgin. You don't want to kill her. You don't want to break down the queen cell that she could be in. I'm going to show you the tips on how to do it. We got a good video coming up today, and I got bees all over me. Again, good times down here. I still have about another 10 colonies to move into this yard. And one night I worked all the way from about 5:30 at night till 11 o'clock by headlights of trucks and golf carts. So never fun to work by. I think I lost 2 hive tools that night. Still haven't seen them, but I'm going to find them when Sherry cranks up the mower and trims up the bee yard. Mowers always have a way of finding hive tools. Let's get to work. Hey guys, I made a split and it was queenless. We're going to look at this hive today. I'm going to show you how to do an inspection and keep checking on the development of a queen when you've asked them to raise a new queen for you. What we want to be careful today is not to kill the queen. So we're going to start with the outside frame right here, and we're going to get it out of the way to allow some space for us to move frames around so that we don't have to roll bees or potentially knock down and destroy accidentally that developing queen cell. So we'll remove a frame like that. Now we can have a little bit of room to, I'm going to take 2 out to give me all the room that I need. I don't want it to be too tight in there. And let's keep smoking it. Okay, very good. I want to show you what I'm looking at here. So as I'm, removing these frames and splitting them, kind of separating my frames here, look what I see right here. Do you see that? Right there. That is a queen cell. Luckily, by not rolling them, if I would have pulled this other frame up here straight up, it would have destroyed that queen cell. So what we want to do now is see, is it developing still or has it emerged as an empty? Look at that bee with that pollen in her back legs. What I would like to see, to tell you the truth, is I'd like to see that queen cell empty. If I could get it emptied out, then I know that the virgin queen is perhaps taking a mating flight. I don't know. If it's not emerged yet, all that means is I've gotten in here a couple of days early. So let's take a look. Oh, I want you to see that. Empty. The queen cell is empty. So now let's just have a fun time looking for a queen. Now, what I want to show you on this frame, look at this. There's a queen cell here that was torn open in the side. So normally you would have a hatch door on the bottom that the queens open up themselves by chewing their way out and getting out. Do you see that? Right there. That's what normally you would see. Now they start to tear it down. Here, hatch door never opened. They're tearing it down. Here, don't really know. So there's several like that. So we know that a queen is out and about, but it's going to be hard to find her, especially if she's on a mating flight. But let's keep looking. Let's leave this frame out. Look at these queen cups that have emerged. One has been torn down, and then a good queen has emerged out of that big one there. Once we ask them to raise a new queen, and there she is. Look at her right there. See her? And to me, she looks young. I'm not sure if she's still a virgin or not. She's on the other side. Walking around right there. Yeah, she probably has not taken her mating flight is my guess. So let's just put her back in. Eyes on the queen all the way down. Follow the frame all the way down. Don't ever lose sight of her, because when you push the frames together, you could kill her. All right, so we have a queen that has emerged. We're not sure whether she's mated yet. So we're happy with that. Now in this case, students, I want you to watch me closely. This is a real danger area right here. Bees are accumulating up here on this area where we put the frame rest. The frame will rest on this frame rest area. If my queen has gotten up on that edge lip and I set my frame down on it, I could smash her. So as I put these frames back, I got to be really watchful that I don't see a queen anywhere. So I'm going to put these frames back together by moving bees off of the frame ears so that we don't smash any bees. All right, now we need to feed this split, but now we're going to have to put some liquid on them. So when I want to put the feeder on, I want to be careful that the queen isn't up here like the virgin queen, right? So the best, easiest way to do it, just smoke the bees down, all of them. And that way we can have a better visual on what we're looking at. And just make sure the queen isn't up here. We don't want to smash our only hope of a queen. They have no more eggs. I mean, I'd have to give them another queen, if we killed her. But she's already in the process of being either mated or going to mate soon. We don't want to disrupt that. So what we'll do is be really careful. And we'll put this on. Oh, good. We didn't have any effect on the bees at all. I didn't hear any crunching noises. We're going to put the feeder right in the center, like that. And then we're going to put a box around it. Question is, can I get this box to work with a quart-sized jar? People ask me, will a quart-sized jar be covered high enough by a medium super? And as you can see here, the answer is, of course, yes, it is. A few bees are flying around trying to get in there because they probably smell the food. I hate to close them up in there. So we'll put that on there and we'll put a brick on it. This is the hive from the hotter hive that we split. Some of you said that hot hive wasn't that hot. Some of you said, man, you should come and look at my bees. Y'all serve some hot bees. But I don't know. I'm fully suited up for the split. This hive, we made a split from it. I've been feeding it during the cold snap of spring here. Taking off the Burns feeding system. These have been lifesavers for me. I think I would have lost some of my splits, some of my early installs, had I not have had these Burns feeding systems on there. Let's give them a lot of smoke since they're a little more picky about being worked. Again, this was a split we made a while back and we've had nothing but cold weather. So I don't think they've expanded greatly. Since I only removed one frame, that gives me enough room to slide frames around. Take a look. All right, here's a frame their bees are on. So I see some nectar at the top, probably from what I've been feeding them, maybe from what they're gathering from dandelions or other things in the spring. The cells are polished nicely, meaning they would receive an egg if a queen started laying, but I don't see any eggs in these cells yet. So I set this yard up, started working at one night about 6:30. That's as soon as I could get here. And I had to make a bunch of splits and set up some new colonies. It was about 6:30 when I started. I think I had to move frames around and split things, equalize stuff. I worked until 11 o'clock that night by headlights. Isn't that crazy? Okay, so this is the hive where I took the queen. This is the hot hive. I took the hot queen over here and I see eggs. She's laying good and they're expanding out nicely. Now guys, I want you to leave a comment below because I've moved this hive that's a little hotter with the queen in it down to my new apiary. And here's what I'm a little concerned about. I'm concerned that I shouldn't have done that. This hive is a little more temperamental and I don't think I should have them down here because you know how that goes. You start working bees and you get this hive that starts irritating the other hives, getting them all riled up to sting you. So I want you to leave a comment below. Let me know if you think I should kill this queen, replace her and try to get a little better disposition of a new queen. Or B, should I move this hive somewhere else where it won't spoil the whole yard with a you know, having a kind of a hotter hive in the bee yard. Or C, should I just cowboy up and put up with her? Nothing in the queen cups on the bottom of the frame there. They're clear. So should I kill the queen and replace her? That's A. Or B, should I move this hive somewhere else? Get it out of this apiary so it doesn't spoil the whole yard. You know, get everybody riled up. Every time I work up in here, these bees are going to be out stinging me. They stung me the other night by me just changing out the feeder on the top. I didn't even open a hive up. I was like, why does my ankle hurt? Or C, what would option C be? I saw eggs, so I know the queen is in here. Look at that frame of honey. Yep. That's back when I made this split. I gave them some food. That helped them on a cold night, didn't it? And there's some bee bread and pollen. I don't think they're acting that bad really right now. Some beautiful looking pollen in it. They seem to be treating me pretty nice. I mean, I've got more flying around my head than I would any of my regular colonies from my stock that I use, but you know, it just happens. So let's see if we can find the queen. Let's start looking for her a little better. I probably have 5 or 6 right now that are just buzzing around my head, and I normally don't have that when I work my other colonies. Good brood pattern over here, solid brood pattern. Let's look for the queen. She could be around here somewhere. Well, you can see the queen is here in the center. I know I got a little shade from a tree, but hopefully I'm holding this where you can see the queen there. So there she is. I almost want to raise queens from this hive because they do really well against mites. They do really well overwintering, making honey. They have all the wonderful traits that I love so much, except the one trait of being just a little bit more easily irritable. Not bad. Many of you said, oh gosh, I'd love to have that hive. They're very gentle. I'm just used to working some real gentle bees. Most of my bees, the queens that I raise, are extremely gentle. And I'm used to that. I like that. That's why sometimes you see me working without any hat or veil. This hive here is not bad. I'll tell you when they get bad. If you have some sudden movements, make a lot of noise, or if you dropped a frame, it would be over. You know what I mean? If I dropped a frame of these bees, you shouldn't be dropping frames, I know, but hey, I'm not perfect. Stuff happens, right? And anyway, you got 3 options below in the comments. Let me know. Should I keep it, leave it in the yard, suck it up, cowboy up? Should I go ahead and replace her with another queen that I raised that's much more gentle? Or should I move this hive somewhere else? Thursday night is live stream. You guys want to leave questions in the comments. Chances are I'm busy. Look where I'm at. Do I have time to answer questions? But I will answer your questions on my live stream, as many as possible, Thursday night, 7 p.m. Central Time. Come to my live stream. Ask me the questions that you want to ask me in the comments. That way you can be sure to get an answer. Well, not totally sure, but I'll answer as many as I have time for. If you really want to get a hold of me, like right now, I've got my phone on me. And if you're a B Team 6 member, you can call me and I'll say, hello? Yeah, what's your situation? I'm gonna walk you through it. Can you send me a video? Oh yeah, that's definitely your hives being robbed out. I mean, wouldn't it be nice to have me on the other end of the phone? So I mentor around 200 beekeepers around the US. Comes and goes, people jump into my B Team 6 mentorship program for a while. They get educated, they feel like they got a good handle, they jump out. New beekeepers jump in, they want to be at the hand, or they want to have a master beekeeper right on the tip of their phone, so I'm here to help you guys. Sometimes people tell me, David, I wish I knew what you knew about bees. Here's one way you can know what I know. Take one of my classes. In my classes, I've got 7 classes. I've got an ultimate pack of all 7 classes online. You don't have to go anywhere, put in gas money, travel, be in a course with other people where it may be intimidating. If you don't know anything, you feel intimidated. This is a private time, a lesson between me and you. Good lessons, good online lessons. Thousands have enjoyed them. and they are proven to be effective. So check out my online beekeeping courses. Here's a link right down here, and I'll have a link in the description as well. Check out our website at honeybeesonline.com. Now, if this video has inspired you to keep bees, I want to encourage you to look at my video on how to start beekeeping. Check it out right here. It has 1.5 million views or more, and it tells you how to get started, kind of walks you through it. I'll see you in that video.